Welcome back, and if you've been following along with our ScoreApp course, of course, go back to the videos if you've not found them and you've just come across this video first. We now have a landing page set up, and we have our questions set up, and we have all of the settings set up in regards to our ScoreApp quiz. So one of the final stages that we want to do in regards to the ScoreApp itself is the results page. We want to create a results page that people can go to, and it's going to give them their personalized results. So what we're going to do here is press create results page, and it's going to show us some different ones that we could potentially use. So as I mentioned earlier, we have done this ScoreApp quiz so that they get a total score, but they also get scores in various different categories. So more than likely, I'm going to use something like this top one, where you basically can see what your total score is in the middle. You can then see what your individual scores are, and then underneath it gives you some more input. But if let's just say that you haven't done that and you've done a quiz which is basically just a total score, then you could use something like this, which you've got a couple here of different options of how you would display their total score. And you have got other ones down here. So you've got this one, which looks more like a radar chart for you. So you could use that if you wanted to. And then, of course, you've got one here, which again, it gives them a total score. So have a look to see which one that you like. Again, if it's something like a profile test, you could do something like this. I'm just going to use this. Do we want to use this top one or do we want to use this one? Let's have a look. We'll use this one here, this top one. So I'm going to press select on here and we're going to give this a title. I'm just going to put results page and then press save, and it's going to bring us in. So straight away, it should bring in some of our branding that we've got, and it's going to bring us in this bit here. So now you can see what this is kind of looking like. So when people come onto this, I'm going to change this global header from the start because I want it to be dark. So I'm just going to click on this, and then on the right hand side, you can see the background color here. So I'm just going to click on that. I think it was, is it that one? No. It was not the primary, it was the secondary colour. And then I'm going to change the logo because I want to change that. So I'm going to replace this with the secondary one, so that is this one here. And then I'm also going to make it so that the logo is in the middle. There we go. So next up, I've got this bit here, which is telling them, thank you for taking the quiz. Now, I actually don't want it to be a white background. I want it to be the darker background. So if I come into here, I've clicked on it, the section. I'm going to press section style, and I'm going to change the colour of the background to our black, which I think was a secondary colour. And as you can see, automatically, it has changed the text to the lighter version. So ScoreApp's quite good in that it automatically detects this for you. So here we've got now, if I click in the text box, we want to customize this. And it's saying, thank you for taking the scorecard name. So obviously if I click off, the email marketing wizard, that's what it's called. So you may want to keep that there, or you may want to change it. And then underneath here is some text, and we'll put some text in. So you might be thank you for taking it. What I would personally suggest, especially because you've got these different scores here, is that we actually use dynamic content. So what I mean by that is if I turn this on, it's going to say here by enabling content, any previous content will be overwritten. Press enable. Now what you can see is you've got this here. So depending on their overall score, we can give 4 pieces of text. So what I would suggest is if you have been following us along, you've been using ChatGPT, I can now ask it for some introduction. So I can say, could you write me a results message based on the total score of being either a muggle, apprentice, sorcerer, or wizard supreme, option 1, and also give me a message to put for their scores in each category based on if they were a muggle, apprentice, etc. And hopefully that does it. I feel like we've worded that all right. Let's have a look. So here's a set of messages for the ScoreApp quiz. So overall based on score. So here you can see if it's did a muggle, it could say something, oh dear, you might be stuck in the cupboard under the stairs when it comes to email marketing. Don't worry, every great way to start somewhere. Got tons of potential. Start by putting your foundations in place. Then you've got the apprentice. So you've got your wand, you've cast a few spells, got a good base. You can see you've got different ones. So you're an email marketing legend, the wizard one says. And then you've got your category level ones, such as Foundations of Magic, etc. It has not done that correctly. So what we will do is, thanks for the category level messages. I need to have a set per category. For instance, Foundations of Magic, I need text for Muggle, Sorcerer, Apprentice, etc. Summoning your audience will need a set as well, etc. Let's see if that fixes it. Here we go. Foundations of Magic. So far it's looking all right. It's telling me in dungeons, need to get some serious waste, things like setting up. Perfect. Let's just see if it goes into the rest before I switch screens. Perfect. Now it's actually doing it, okay? So I'm going to leave that doing that. And while that's doing that, I'm going to scroll back up and we're going to take some of this text. I'm obviously not going to edit any of this right now. Just going to copy it. And if we go back to ScoreApp, what we can do now is turn this on. I'm going to change it to Muggle. So now basically, put this in here. I am getting rid of these double dashes. Like that. So now what you can see is, oh dear, you might get stuck in a cupboard, but don't worry. Every great way to start somewhere. So you might space it out if you want to. You've got tons of potential, and now you know where to focus your magic. Start by getting the foundations in place, etc. So now we're going to change to Apprentice, and if you see now, it's gone back to that. So basically, if they score Muggle, they'll see that. If they score Apprentice, they're going to see something else. So again, I would put my Apprentice text in here. I'll actually not waste time editing this on the video. We will do that after. Sorcerer. So let's change this to Sorcerer, and we can put that in there. So hopefully getting the idea that there's 4 different ways this would look, depending on how they score. So Sorcerer, we've got that there. Happy days. Now what we can do next, obviously there's lots of other settings on here, so you can change where the chart is, for instance. You can change if you want to have this overall score on there. You can change if they get like points, if they get something out of 10, or if they get like a percentage as well on here. And you can actually change these bits here if you wanted to. So I'm just going to put actual percent that they get. You could have it as a relative percentage, so like that 88% is 37% of someone in your audience, 36% of this, for instance. You could have it like that, but we're going to have the actual percent. Now let's go on to the next bit. So this bit here, again, we want to have conditional logic. So you could just have one message per each one of these. But what we're going to do instead is we're going to use conditional magic. So on the left-hand side here, you can click on one of these. So Foundations of Magic. And what we're going to do is tick on Dynamic Content. And we're going to literally do the exact same as what we did earlier. So if I scroll down here, we can see what it's given me. I'm literally going to copy the Muggle bit on Foundation of Magic and then put that in there. It has really done that wrong. There we go. So if they score Foundations of Magic, click on that, and it's Muggle, they get that text. But if they score Apprentice in Foundations of Magic, we want to give them some different text. So let's put that in there. Nope, keep doing this wrong. And we've got that. And then, so I'm going to finish this one off and then show you the next one. And then I will pause the video and do it all. So again, we've changed this to Sorcerer. I'm going to delete that and put that in there. And then obviously, when you're doing this on your own, you would actually, potentially write this text on your own, on yourself. Get rid of that. Happy days. So now we've got Foundations of Magic. It's going to be customized depending on what they score. So if they come back as Apprentice, it will say that. If they come back as Muggle, it will say that. Not for their overall score, but just for Foundation of Magic. So on the left-hand side now, under here, I'm going to click Summon in your audience. And then what I can do is turn on Dynamic Content again. And I am literally going to just do the exact same as what I've just done and post in the descriptions that I want, basically, for each of these. So then I would change this to Apprentice and so on. So I'm just going to pause the video while I do all this for all of them. Obviously, you won't notice I've paused it, but I am myself. I'll see you literally in a second. And just like that, we are done and dusted, and we have got all of this set up ready to go. So now the final bit is obviously the call to action. So what this could be like, if you want someone to book a call or anything like that. And just to let you know, you can have a different call to action per result. So you could say, for example, we could turn on dynamic content and say that if their overall score was a muggle, you would basically have a certain thing. You might say, you're not in the right place right now. This is not, right for you. And then if they score apprentice, you might say, I want to book them a call. But if they scored Wizard Supreme, it might be that you need them to book something else, for instance. So you could have something different per section on that. I'm just going to keep with the same actual one on this one. And I'm just going to put, want help. I'm going to put want help to become an email marketing wizard. And then I'll put, you need to check out the Tech Support Hub. This is your place to get help with not just email marketing, but everything tech in your business. You get access to weekly tech clinics, courses on various setups, and a community support channel to ask all your tech questions. Ready to join. So we'll do that. Obviously, then we could put more information in this, put more images and things like this. I'm not going to put additional text. I'm going to put join now, and I just need to get the link to this. So if I just go to my website a second, we will get the link for the Tech Support Hub. There we go. I'm going to put the external link on here like that, and then they get that. And then just to show you what you can do as well, obviously you've got share with friends here, so you can tell people they can share this online. I'm going to just keep that there. But if you press this plus button here, you can add other stuff in here as well. So I could make this more of a sales page, for instance. And if I click on content here, I could put like a little section here with some text and an image. I might want to put something on like a testimonial to tell people about the Tech Support Hub. So I could go in more depth and add more things on. I might want to add an FAQ, so questions about the Tech Support Hub, all that kind of stuff. You've got lots of different things you can add in, but I'm obviously for this video just going to keep it super simple with the basics in place. And what I am going to do is change the color of this. I'm going to press the section style, and I'm going to change it to the color as well, like that. So we've got this here. And then I'm going to press publish. So now what we have done, we have got results page up and running, and we are happy. So what we can now do is actually test what this scorecard looks like, which I will do in the next video, show you step by step what this all looks like, what it all flows like, so that you get an understanding of everything. And then we obviously need to connect this to our email marketing system as well.